This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by Thrillist. Norway's workers' union did this report where they looked at the way employers are treating their employees, okay? And the report actually said that now employers are so, strict with their productivity that they are now monitoring the number of bathroom breaks their employees take.
Now, instantly, I despise this. Okay, first of all, that would affect me more than anyone else. Okay, but second of all, that's the one thing I hate about the corporate world, among other things. But when I worked in a large corporation, I felt like somebody was watching me the whole time. I felt like 1984, like, am I being productive? Yeah, yeah, I'm being productive. Is anybody watching? Anybody watching? Right? And when I worked in a cubicle or in an office, if somebody walked by, I'd be like, right? Like, it just makes you so panicked. Just, who cares? Results, right?
Right.
You do your job, you give me the results. I don't give a damn if you're sitting in the toilet for the next 12 hours. Have at it, Hoss. Just make sure you got the project done at the end, right? And so I thought the Norwegians were good guys.
Right.
All of a sudden, they're like looking over your shoulder, and so they're putting surveillance cameras and such.
Yes, they're putting surveillance cameras in the bathrooms.
Not in the bathrooms.
Not like on the toilet, but
further disaster. Although you know what, at the end, I'd want to put it in the toilet. Be like, oh yeah, you want to watch? Want to watch? Here it comes. Okay, that's a little too much.
No.
But like going to the bathroom, you're on surveillance camera. They're like,
yes.
oh, here it is again. Okay, third time today. Okay, and you know what? Every time I go, I'd want to get in their face, I'd go like this. I'd be like, yeah, I'm going again.
And you'd probably get fired.
What are you gonna do about it? Okay, come on, you want to come with me? Perv. Right?
Yes.
But if you thought, oh, that was bad, wait till you get a load of this.
Right. So women, when it's that time of the month, they have to use the bathroom, right? And often, because they need to be sanitary.
Can I tell you that until we read this article, that never even occurred to me.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's obviously the most logical thing in the world. I never thought about it.
Well, because you're a normal employer. So I'm glad it's never gone through your mind, right?
I mean, don't you almost have to be a little pervy? Like, oh, yeah, she's going to the bathroom again. Oh, this is that time of the month. I mean, it's not a pervy thing, but it's weird. It's like, why are you spending your time thinking about that?
Well, here's the thing. These employers are so scared that their employers are not being productive enough that they're focusing on how many times they use the restroom, right? So when it's that time...
Is there a bathroom epidemic in Norway? I mean, like, why is this the one thing they're obsessed about?
I don't know.
Is it, like, are people spending like 28 minutes at a time in the bathroom in Norway? Maybe it's to get away from their annoying employers.
Right.
So, all right, anyway, so what are they going to make them do?
So the women, during that time of the month, they go to the bathroom often. And I guess the employers noticed this. And when they confronted the women about it, they would explain, like, hey, I'm on my period. Like, sorry, right? What do you want me to do? So now what the employers are making the women do is wear red bracelets to indicate that it's that time of the month for them.
Hell no. How strongly can I say hell no?
Hell no!
You got to be crazy, man. What are they going to do? Make you wear a brown bracelet if you got diarrhea? It's like you drank too much coffee and water that day. You got to wear a yellow bracelet. Okay. No, this is the craziest thing I ever heard. No. You can't make them wear red bracelets.
Right. And the report said that it was one unnamed company. So it's not like this is some sort of epidemic in Norway. But 66% of the employers in Norway have tried to cut down on bathroom breaks. And as you mentioned, they do so with surveillance. They also do so with those scanner cards. So every time you go to the bathroom, you have to scan the card for the door to open. And they keep track of how many times you've entered the restroom. How insane is that? If you're that worried about how productive your employees are because of money, don't waste your money on that kind of technology. What are you doing?
But by the way, that's the last thing I want to know about the people I work with. How often they go to the bathroom.
Thrillist gives you great suggestions for where to go when you're looking to have a little fun.
Best new bars, restaurants, events, services, anything that you're looking for, Thrillist has it. You sign up through Thrillist.com/TYT.
Go to Thrillist because it's the illest.
Think about it.
That was good. That was good. You are the world's largest dork.